How Bizarre is intended for mature, open-minded audiences only. If you are easily offended, we suggest you turn this wacky shit straight off.
I was just starting a sentence where I was like, I just don't know Discord well enough. And I was like, God, I sound like Ron anytime he interfaces with some.
How does hazing and work do?
Yeah, I can't. I know Lyle, I don't remember his new name.
Yeah, he changed it, and it's been tough ever since. But he knows how to join us, doesn't he?
I guess. I don't fucking know, man.
I thought it worked that it was just always part of the last thing.
You just got to go to your list of servers that you're a member of and click on the one and then click on the voice channel.
Why, it's just as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't know if he's a member. I've never sent him an invite as his new dude. Let's see, as his new dude.
Nude dude.
Man,
My brain is at capacity, guys. This is going to be a fun
then this is going to be interesting because between the booze and no food and non-stoppery for the since we stopped podcasting last time, my life has been non-fucking-stop. I know you all got your own adventures to share too. As soon as Lyle gets on board, hopefully he didn't fall asleep. I might be playing with that new knockoff. I gotta be honest now. You don't know until you play a guitar, but the pictures, Lyle just bought a knockoff. He said it was a Japanese knockoff of a Gibson, the Zakk Wylde edition Gibson Les Paul. And man, the picture sure looked correct. The pickups I wasn't sure about, but everything else looked pretty legit from the pictures. You see that, John Mark?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Zakk Wylde, but Christopher, but
yeah, I did see. Wait, are we talking about Lyle's guitar still?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to invite him a link on the side here.
It doesn't need to be more than that. So are we still talking about that guitar? Uh-huh.
The first I was exposed to Zakk Wylde was, I think, probably the first time many people were exposed to him was when he became Ozzy's guitar player on the No Rest for the Wicked album.
Tough gig to fill.
And I still really like that album a lot. And I went and saw him on that tour, and it was fucking awesome.
I can't put my finger in it, but I have never been... I feel like my problem with Zakk Wylde, I appreciate what he does, but his solos, they have no soul to me. And he loves the harmonic, I feel like he harmonics too many times. You know what I mean? That
I do know what you mean.
I like a little bit of that.
I like that. At least I like it on that one Ozzy album. That was kind of like the last time I ever listened to him really seriously do anything.
Yeah.
But in my mind, he was like, I mean, Randy Rhoads does that shit all the time live, you know?
True that.
And it wasn't as processed, obviously, as Zack's sound, but he's always doing the pinch harmonics and the bends and the little screams and stuff. Yeah. And that's what I fucking love about Tribute, because it's just he doesn't really do any of that on the studio albums, and it's just there's so much more going on with what he's doing live, you know?
Yeah.
And Zakk really sort of when I saw him with Ozzy, he really kind of paid homage to that and kind of carried that spirit. And I think he's kind of lost some of that, but at the time it seemed, you know what I mean? It was
mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. I never really put that together, but you're right. But
hey, buddy.
But honestly, I love Jake E. Lee's stuff, probably as much as Randy. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. His solos are fucking great. And Bark at the Moon and Ultimate Sin. Ultimate Sin's an okay album, but Bark at the Moon is hands down my favorite Ozzy Osbourne album. And
I just got a copy of that 1983 Carrollton pressing
of Bark at the Moon.
Yeah.
Well, if you pull out the sleeve and you look at the credits, you'll see that there are a few songs that contain string work, and that was done by one conductor, by Louis B. Clark. That is my mom's cousin's late husband, and he was part of ELO. Yeah, he did. He was the O in ELO, but he worked with everybody. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne is one of the more badass ones, but I mean, ELO, I fucking love ELO, but I'm sure I brought this up on one of the old episodes. It's a family rock star, but oddly enough, he made his real fortune on the Hooked on Classics series, which was really just, he's a conductor, and he would write classical music, but he would also conduct orchestras. And so he was trying to get kids hooked on classical music. And so they put out these albums, and at first it was just kind of classical music set with the drum machine, which I didn't dig. But a little bit later on, they got more almost Trans-Siberian Orchestra with it more instruments. But yeah, R.I.P. I'm sad that he's no longer with us.
Gene Autry. I'm related to Gene Autry somewhere on my mom's side, which is kind of cool.
Old timey country, my kind of country.
My aunt tried to get a record deal with him for like ever, and I guess he just kind of like snubbed her. So it's like whatever. Well, but he was still alive, It was so long ago. He died a long time ago.
Another cousin from the other side of my mom's family is super into lineage, and he's tracked back our family all the way like Ireland and the old hillbilly stuff and the Scots-Irish hillbillies that really some fascinating stories there. But somewhere along the line, we're also related to Loretta Lynn, who I've not met, unlike Louis Clark. But yeah, every family should have somebody chasing down those family trees, because if you don't, it's really a precious thing that is it's a big loss, and you don't know it's a loss. Like my dad's side of the family, I think we can go back like 5 generations maybe. And it's patchy, but my mom's side of the family, man, you can trace it all the way back, and it's so fascinating to go back. And it's like 2 people fucked here, and then branched off down that way, and a little bit above that, 2 people fucked. It's all just about fucking. Isn't that crazy? Like that's how all of this happens. It just blows my mind. It's not like a sexual way. It's just wild. It's all about fucking. The Ron Evans story.
There's a lot of generations and lineages. Because America's not that old if you think about it. It's only
we were just talking about this generations with my family. It's like just a few generations. Long generations.
A friend of ours that passed away a few years ago, Jeff Niemeyer. Mm-hmm. He could track his family, and his family owns a fucking castle in Germany.
Oh shit!
Or somewhere in Europe anyway. But it's it's his family's fucking castle. But to think about that, like you might know somebody that could track their family all the way back into like that type of medieval kind of.
Oh yeah, well that was what my cousin can do. I don't know if we have any castles. We're probably all peasant folk. I don't come from academia or money, which is a fancy way of saying I'm neither traveled nor educated. But
for sure.
Anywho, I do have to say I don't think we're going to get into it because everyone's fucking sick to death of it. But it's worth mentioning that every time we take an extended break, like the biggest fucking shit happens, right? Like the biggest crazy stories that just sweep the fucking nation, if not the world. And this was one such. But anywho, I thought that it would be more fun to just get together and try to have some fun and escape a little of what is unescapable right now. You guys game for that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys were following this Etsy Witch Mariners thing going on right now.
I just heard about it. Yeah, the Etsy Witch.
So I know I like sports. I know Ron likes sports. I think John Mark, sports ball, Lyle, give or take, perhaps.
I'm jaded.
Yeah, I get it.
From being from Seattle for so long, and then like we had just the best fucking teams.
Well, listen up.
Sold. And
hold on to your
but you're not into baseball.
Your panties for a sec, Lyle, because you're not
baseball and football.
Gotta get it. Well, the Mariners.
So Mariners, if I'm not mistaken, have the longest drought in professional sports. They have it's been so many years since we
us fans have arthritis from it.
So last few years they've done pretty good, and this year they started real strong, and then it looked bad for a while, and then they got strong again. But we have this guy on our team. His name's Cal Raleigh. He's our catcher, and he now has 56 home runs or something. He tied Ken Griffey Jr.'s record tonight.
Oh, I thought he beat it.
So He did. He tied it and then he beat it tonight. He had 2 home runs tonight.
Yeah.
He's not only is he catcher, he's a switch hitter, which is really rare. And he now has more home runs than any switch hitter in history, including Mickey Mantle in one season.
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a switch hitter.
I heard that about you.
I think that means you're bi.
Well, the thing is, I'm left-handed, right?
Oh, you can toot your own horn, and someone and his and hers.
That quite literally means you toot your own horn.
No, listen. Mm-hmm. Now, I when I golf right-handed. I am left-handed, but when I could hit a ball either fucking way.
It makes you ambidextrous, perhaps. Switch hitter for sure, man.
Well,
anyways, so at one point, God, they were in second place. So I think they've got like 10, 12, 15 games left. I don't know. I honestly, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really know either.
A fan, they were in a slump. I can't think they lost like 5 in a row or 4 in a row, and their chances were looking to leak. Somebody went on to Etsy and hired a witch to like do some kind of spell to break the slump. And no shit, since they've done that, I think they just won their 11th game in a row.
Yeah.
So
and like
the Etsy
some
witch,
significant wins, like 10-2 or
big ones.
Yeah.
Well, there's always a catch. There's devil's part of that, you know.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like drag me to hell. At the end.
One of them's gonna die, and
you gotta sell your soul. Yeah.
Man, there was a cost. There's always.
He's gonna lose his big ass.
Fuck man.
You know about that? His nickname is the Big Dumper because he's got a fat ass.
Big Dumper because he's got a big old booty.
Yeah, you don't get that on the male side. I think that's kind of refreshing that we are objectifying a man's body in national spotlight. I'm on team that. And it's true. Look it up. He's got the junk in the truck.
Look it up. Anyways, man. So it's been a while since we've gotten together.
Over a month.
I'm dying to hear how Ron Fest 2025 went.
Well, since we last talked, we now have 3 out of the 4 podcasters in the 50s. We are in our 50s because Lyle just turned 50 and last Friday I turned 50 and had a big old shindig. You know, you and John Mark, Chris, were supposed to come over, but life got in the way, and that's all right.
It kind of broke my heart. I was expecting it.
I was sad too, but I didn't, you know, it is what it is.
We were all on board. I'll explain that to you. I want to hear your story first.
But I asked for one thing, and one thing only, was I want somebody to jump out of a cake. Because when's the last time you were at a party where someone jumped out of a cake? It's like a classic thing that we see in TV and movies.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, but it's been a long time. And
not to spoil the story, but I was expecting Chris to jump out of the cake.
Well, Chris had to.
It's like, no, he's got to be here. You guys are lying. He's here.
When Chris told me that he wasn't coming, it's funny because I don't think I expressed this, but I think Chris was astute enough to know that Ron might think that this is a ploy so that I can surprise him and be the one to jump out of the cake. So he even said, I want you to know, Ron, that I'm actually not able to come, so don't get all excited that I'm going to be the one jumping out of the cake. And it was like, okay, fair enough. And I said, I can't swear that I won't kind of expect you. But no, we made arrangements. Of course, it had to be Moxie Rose, my partner in crime with the Radar Dames, and she was all about it. But Sarah had to make the cake. As it turns out, you can't just go get a cake you can jump out of, at least not around here. So she spent a long time working on that fucking cake, and there's a lot of ways you can engineer it. But
I saw the video.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, maybe I'll post it on the show. One of the videos on the show notes, or not the show notes, but the comments on the Facebook page. A few people can see it. But yeah, I was expecting maybe between 20, 50 people max to show up, but we were pushing 80 at one point, and they kind of all came at once. So I was a little overwhelmed. I tend to get overwhelmed at birthday affairs when they're mine, and I don't like to make a big thing of my birthday. But you know, he only turned 50 once, and I'm like, I think
fuck it.
At this point in my life, I could get a bunch of people to show up and have a good fucking time, and have somebody jump out of a cake. And Sarah and Moxie made that happen. And it was amazing. One for the books. But yes, it could have only... the only other person that could have jumped out of that cake, Christopher, would have been you.
The second you sent us a message like maybe 2 months ago, and you're like, hey, y'all, this is the date, my 50th birthday. Save the day. It'd be great. It would be wonderful if you guys were here. A bitch may jump out of cake. I don't know. I was like, this is great. I put it in the calendar.
Uh-huh.
And then I had the month I've had, which I'll talk about a little bit. Not a bad way, just a lot.
Yeah.
And then the week off, I was just like, I just couldn't even afford to get the hotel room at that point. I was just like, oh my God, it's just, I've overextended.
Yeah.
And I'm overextended, I feel.
Sure.
And then Ember was like, she's so sweet. She's dying to meet you guys and stuff. And she was like, honey, are you sure? I know you're going to regret not being there for your buddy's birthday. And I was like, I am going to regret it. But I also know how many people are going to be there. It's going to be like being at a wedding. Yeah. Where you get just a couple moments with the bride and groom. Like,
I didn't even get to talk to everybody that showed up. Yeah, it was kind of tough that way. But yeah. Well, you were still missed. Yeah. There was a lot of people you and John Martha missed. I was glad Lyle was able to show up, and kooky mix of bunch.
I bet.
No, I would say
a little wild.
It was a little wild. I mean, I didn't know what Moxie was going to wear, but this was a public market, and she was pretty skimpy. She had pasties on and not much more on the top, but. Yeah, I'll share some pictures, if not the video. But, we had that many people, and not everybody stayed for the cake thing, but most everyone did. And we were outside at that point on the patio of the bar, my favorite bar down at Pybus Market. And Jason, Sarah's brother, who we made him the MC to let everybody know where to be, what's going on, just for the cake part. And, of course, we had to upkeep our tradition of... Everybody sings a different song. Let me tell you, I think this was the largest group I've ever seen do that.
Wow.
And it was pretty disorienting.
Was I there for the first time you did that?
Well, I was trying to think. I felt like I just came across a video of one of John Mark's birthdays, and we were doing it, but I feel like you might have been there for I don't know if that was the first one. But it was close to the first one.
I remember you explaining it, or
I pulled it out of my ass. I know I just came up with it on the spot.
And you explained like I've always wanted to hear what it sounded like, or something like that. God, it was fucking years ago at this point. But anyways, that's cool. Those are I've shared that tradition, and it's always wacky and weird.
It's become part of the Radar Dames birthdays as well. So yeah, once people see it, it's like, well, fuck yeah, that's fun. I don't know if we fully explained it for anyone new. It's just one person sings happy birthday to keep the time. Everyone else just pulls a song out of their ass. And it is one of the strangest experiences you'll ever have, especially if they're singing it at you. Because you can only pick out a few songs, but I've gone back and watched a few of the videos. And depending on which video you're watching, you hear different songs. But one of my favorite stupid traditions that has carried on. I like that other people have taken it over.
Yeah, it's great, man.
But one of the reasons you couldn't make it was you went to Disneyland again, yeah? How was that the second time?
I did. Yeah, it was the second time I've been. Ember had some family down there that wanted to get together, so we didn't go for a long time. It was only 2 days there, but one day travel each way. And sorry, my cats are going fucking bonkers right now.
They do that. As soon as you hit record.
Anyways, so we did that, and we took both the boys, and Ember also has a 19-year-old daughter. We took her too, and it was about as tough as I expected it might be with the kids.
Yeah,
because they're kind of at that stage right now where they want to argue a lot, but we did some awesome things together, and it was so fun to experience some of that with them, and it was just a great trip overall.
Yeah.
But I gotta share, I think, just real quick, one story, and I have a picture for you guys. My kid's at the stage in his life right now where he is interested in a ride, but only a certain ride. Like, he doesn't want to do no loop-de-loops or no shit like that. But he wants to do like rides that have a nice little drop in them.
Yeah, like that coasters.
Yeah. Totally. Well, yeah, like little coasters are great and shit. We did the Pirates of the Caribbean while we were there. And that has a couple of little drops in it. I'd never done it before.
That's a big ride for a little kid. Like, I mean, in terms of overwhelming shit happening around you.
Yeah, he thought it was boring.
Interesting.
Like, okay. He loved the drops though. But he's 7. He's gonna be 8 in February. But,
yeah.
Jeez. Flies, dude.
It's crazy, right? Yeah, it's wild. Time's a construct. But anyway, so we the whole weekend we're walking around looking at rides, and finally it's the last day in Disneyland. And he sees Splash Mountain. I'd never been on it, but I've seen it before. And it's rebranded to something else. It's called Tiana's so-and-so from Frog and the Princess. But
not Splash Mountain.
It's the same, but it's the same. Well, they need to diversify. I don't know, but it's the same like ride, I guess. You know, you go through the shit and then you go up the big thing and the log drops you fucking like a rock, like 100 feet,
and flash your titties.
And he saw, what'd you say?
And flash your titties.
And flash a titty.
That's why they used to call it Flash Mountain. Probably why they changed the name.
That's true. Oh my God, I forgot about how famous that spot was.
Oh yeah.
I've seen those photos. Okay. Anyway, so he sees it and he sees the log go down the chute and the people screaming. He goes, "Dad, we gotta do that." And I was like, "All right, buddy, we'll do that before we leave." So we had a break from everyone else and nobody else could do it with us. So we went over and we sat in that fucking line for an hour and a half. And that, let me tell you, is a feat with a 7-year-old.
Oh, I bet.
So we get it on the fucking log. He's just so pumped about it. He's been talking about it all day. We go through, it's like maybe a 8-minute ride. In the first 5 minutes, you're just kind of cruising along. You have a couple of small drops. And then at one point, you have a medium drop and he goes, "Daddy, was that it?" And I was like, oh no, it wasn't. We get up to the fucking big drop and I reach over and I can feel his chest and his heartbeat's just beating out of his fucking chest. And I'm like so concerned for, like, it's a weird thing when you become a parent. Like, I did this last time too when we did the Tower of Terror. Like, I'm so worried about him shitting his pants that I forget that I too am about to shit my pants.
Ah, yeah.
And you can see it in this photo. I got it right here for you guys. We were both like, "Oh shit!" I'm right at the back of the log.
That's where you want to be, at the front, yeah, or the back, I guess.
So, there, you should have it now. Isn't that great?
So, are you actually shitting?
Oh, it was like, here we fucking go. And he was like, it was great. It was a really wonderful moment where we, like, I think he'll remember that for the rest of his life, and yeah, I will too. So it was cool.
I like the person in front of you looks more terrified than either of you. Just like super scowled face, like. The Bayou Adventure. I can't believe they changed. The wind up in Splash Mountain was always like those old, like the bears and some of the old nursery rhymes and like stuff. Is that all new now too?
Yeah, it's all new. It's all themed after Frog and the Princess.
Huh. That's the thing about Disneyland. It's sad because when you go back, it's not what you remember. It's not what you wanted. But they got to make it fun for the new generations. Like we had our chance, but it is kind of sad that some things were just that it's always changing.
It's true.
But anywho, well, even like the Tower of Terror, when I was there, that was still the Twilight Zone ride.
Oh, really? I didn't
awesome. Yeah, the whole thing was, the whole ride up was all Twilight Zone shit, and then you just fall.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Well, I got to tell you about. Are you done with your Disneyland stuff?
Yeah, that's all I want to share, really.
I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but the roster can't seem to buy a regular day, an ordinary day. I got up and was like, man, I'm hungry, but I don't want to like cook anything. And just yesterday, I'd bought the canned chicken breast from Fred Meyer, and which makes really good like chicken salad sandwiches, and taco seasoning. It makes good, super easy pre-cooked meat, taquitos, stuff like that. Anything you want, really. And I was like, I'm just going to open a can of that, mix it with some salsa, and that'll be my breakfast. And I get it out of the microwave, and I take a couple bites, and like the third or fourth,
good chicken.
I'm going to bite harder. About bite 3 or 4, I feel like the hardest, sharpest object I've ever felt in food, and I'm like, holy shit, that is a gnarly fucking bone. Because what else could it be? So I'm like, oh God. I spit it out. I sift through it, and it is not a bone. It is in fact a fucking metal staple that was sealed somehow. It had to have been in the chicken because I only sprinkled on a little bit of my fake cheese, and a little bit of the salsa that I made. And there are no staples, I promise you, anywhere on my fucking kitchen counter. This fucking staple was sealed in my can of chicken, and I bit into it. Thankfully, I bit into it in a way that it was just like kind of, ooh, ouch on my teeth. It kind of poked my gum a little bit, which I only realized later when it kind of swelled up. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, this is a sharp chunk of metal, fully extended, not a spent staple, fully extended, but it was twisted a little bit for like extra danger. Like you had 2 barbs popping off of that thing. It could have been so much fucking worse. It could have damaged a tooth. It could have stabbed me in the mouth. I could have partially swallowed it or all the way swallowed it. Like that could have gone down with like a chunk of meat. And I wouldn't know until I'm in the fucking ER with excruciating perforated anal tube. Oh my God. So I'm like, holy shit, this stuff does happen. So I looked up, what do you do? The first thing I searched is, can I get botulism or anything from this foreign object as part of my canned food? Everything I looked at seemed to be like, it's probably fine on that level because it was just likely sterilized with everything else.
With the rest of the food,
they pressure cook everything and basically cook it, or at least heat it to cook temperatures in the can these days, and then seal it. So, and as long as that seal wasn't compromised, and I had no signs of that, I opened it up. All the juices were there. It looked like a normal can of chicken. But the fucking danger of someone potentially swallowing that was terrifying. So I'm like, this has to be fucking reported. So I called Kroger, and the first person was like, I don't think that's possible. I'm like, are you really going to fucking gaslight me right now when I just pulled a chunk of sharp metal out of my mouth from your fucking product? Your first response is to gaslight me here. And she's like, oh, no. You completely changed her tone. And she's like, let me transfer you to somebody that I think can help you. I'm like, yeah, why don't you fucking do that? It's just probably some customer service person, whatever. But I'm like, there's no way that you're trained to gaslight me when I find a sharp object. You can at least play along. And then I got in contact with somebody else, and then they're like taking all this information, and they said, well, we don't show a record of this purchase, so we need your receipt. And I was like, well, I did it over Instacart, so I can send you my Instacart receipt. And they're like, oh, well, no, we need an order number. And I wasn't able to get that through the app, so I had to call Instacart and tell them about it. And they're like, well, all we can really do is issue a refund, which we'll do right away, which they still haven't done, by the way. I'm like, well, I'm okay, but the bigger issue here is this could potentially be a recall situation. Like, people need to know that I found a staple in this product. I think that's a pretty fucking big deal. And I would think that Fred Meyer or Kroger would have, the parent company would have thought it was a big deal as well, but they're all pretty nonplussed about it. So I finally got an order number, which I shit you not was 21 digits. It took us 3 times to get it right because I couldn't really understand her with her accent, and then she didn't understand me reading it back. But I got this number, and I'm like, okay, so do I need to call Kroger back and tell them? He's like, no, because we made the purchase, we have to deal with this. And I'm like, all right, well, what does that mean? They said, well, you'll be hearing from Kroger at some point. Haven't heard anything from anybody. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to Facebook, and I almost posted it in one of these like local community Facebook pages. Every community has them. Like what's going on in town. It's either gossip or rants and raves or restaurant reviews, that kind of thing. But God, no matter what you post on those kinds of places, it just turns nasty immediately. And then dickheads show up and they start gaslighting you or making fun of you, or it turns political for no fucking reason. Sure. Just didn't want to do that. So I posted it, and that's all that's happened so far. But yeah, if you shop at Kroger and you get those cans, it's the Kroger brand of canned chicken, which I might be done with now. I mean, it didn't make me sick or anything. Like, it didn't gross me out, but it fucking weirded me out. And I'm like, man, I might not be able to do that chicken. It was too bad because I was a fan of it. It's kind of like tuna fish, but for chicken. It's ready to go. Toss a little mayo or salsa in there. season it, heat it up, ready to roll.
If you got a pressure cooker, you're just probably better off just buying a small bird and just doing it that way, man. It's so much easier and it's cleaner.
Well, it's not easier. I do it all the time.
I used to do it all the time.
I pressure cook a bird almost every week. I'm using my pressure cooker almost on a daily basis. But that may be a luxury that the Ronster has to walk away from for a while. But everyone's like,
you should go to Costco for it.
Everyone's telling me, well, they have the better chicken. But everyone was telling me, oh, this is a lawsuit on you. Like, you got a lawsuit. And I was like, I don't know. I looked it up and I wasn't injured. And I'm not going to lie about being injured, even if I told like a white lie to the company. If this ended up being like a legal thing, that could, like, what am I going to perjure myself for? I'm going to lie under oath for, like, how far is this going to go? I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not going to do that.
April, excuse me.
I'm going to get that staple chicken money.
But if in 3 days I start getting some sort of foodborne illness from it, I certainly want it on record, and they will goddamn sure pay any fucking bills or funeral costs.
The ironic thing is if it would have tore your stomach open, that you would have used staples just to
just put it back in.
Just don't take it out.
Back in the right way.
Don't waste it. Here you go.
Oof, man, shit happens. And it does pay. We take so much for granted until suddenly we have a staple in our mouth. And
dude,
let me tell you, I'm looking at food safety and standards differently all of a sudden. Go ahead, Lyle.
When I almost fucking died last year, when I fucking bled out,
I was like, could you be more specific?
Yeah, which time, Lyle? Yeah,
we're gonna listen.
It's one of the fucking 20 times, but it's like it was the same thing. I had a big tear in my stomach. Yeah, that's why I was just bleeding from the inside out.
Yeah,
and that's if I wasn't going to dialysis, I probably would have died because they were the only reason why I knew that my blood count was so low, because they test you every Monday or every Tuesday.
I don't even want to think about what would happen if I even just swallow. Like, I have nightmares about that shit, like swallowing metal shit. And I wake up choking because I have nightmares like that. Here it could have. See, it almost makes me want to barf just to like try to get it out of me. Anyway. I don't know what'll come of it, but I'm not looking for money or fame. I just want people to know that there may be this. Who knows? My mom told me, it's like, maybe you should set up your camera and open up, because it was a 6-pack. There are other cans in that pack. She's like, set up a camera and open a couple more and sift through it and see if there are any to get it on record. And I was like, yeah, maybe. I got shit to do though. Even to be on the phone for 2 hours this morning trying to deal with it is really annoying me, because we got the night market coming up and the Radar Dames Peep Show, and then all the way into the Radar Dames Halloween show. Like, I'm always crazy busy, but this is my crazy, crazy busy season. And even to take the time to do this fucking phone call shit was driving me crazy. So I'm not going to chase this down.
They set it up that way on purpose.
Oh yeah. I know that, but that's why I took to Facebook and was like, if nothing comes of this in like 24 hours or so, I'll reach out to local media and tell them, look, I don't know if you want to do anything with this, but maybe if you guys put out a story, and have one of them chase it down. I would, if I was on the clock, and be like, yeah, I'm going to look into this. Give me all the information and I'll look into it. But my guess is nothing will come out of it, but it should fucking be at least the company looking into it. I don't know if it's a recall scenario or just some freak thing. I mean, I understand. How many meals have I had over my 50 years on this space rock? I could probably not even, maybe 3 things I can think of where I was like, and usually it's like just something at a restaurant. Like, the only other thing I can think off the top of my head that I found that was gnarly in food was down at Taco Time in East Wenatchee, and I was eating a soft taco, and this might make some people sick a little bit, but it certainly did me. I was like, man, this tortilla is super chewy. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I can't chew through it. So finally we were eating in the car, and like we turned the dome light on, and I unraveled it, and wrapped up perfectly with my tortilla was a dirty hand towel from the kitchen.
Oh, barf.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you. The Ronster's got a strong stomach, but I looked at that and I'm like, the funny thing is, I don't like confrontation. of this sort. You know, I don't like making waves. I mean, today I would absolutely have done it, but I don't think back in the day, I don't think I even went and complained and told him, I didn't even go back to get a refill. Well, just like, well, downs these hatchies.
Yes, I'm throwing the towel, you know what I'm saying?
The good Lord put it on my plate for a reason. I think that was probably the last time I went to Taco Time, and I loved Taco Time. Oh man,
I would have figured the white pants first time you had a blowjob experience.
That was Taco Bell.
Where you drew the line. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Taco Time. The funny thing is, Taco Bell never really gave me the shits. I never understood that. It probably would now, but Taco Time was primo.
I love Taco Bell.
And Taco Bell was great. It's just they started pricing their, like anything else, just went up.
I crave it every so often.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. Do you see that they're bringing back the millennial menu right now?
Dude, fucking chili cheese burrito.
The chili cheese burrito is the only thing from that menu that I was just talking about it, and like there it is. That man, it was like a 7-layer dip or something, all wrapped up. But the Mexi Melts and the Mexican pizzas were my shit. That was more the 90s. And I don't think they offer... they might have brought back the Mexican pizza for a while because people complained, but I don't think they brought back the Mexi Melts. And I used to be able to eat a dozen of those motherfuckers, man. The amount of Taco Bell that I could put away in the 90s. Absurd and obscene, even. But...
Well, I'm looking at the clock. Do we want to get into some weird triv?
Let's go for it. Let's get into some weird triv because, damn, was that 40 minutes? We did need to get caught up.
The good news is, unless you're John Mark, I made a new AI intro song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear. Is that what you just sent me?
I tried to make this one a bit more metal.
Okay. Now,
I'm literally sending you my second go at this. Right. I did a few more, and I was like, no, I want to keep it as pure as it is because I was like, I didn't know how granular I could get in my prompt. And I'm learning I can't get that granular. Because I put in the notes, I was like, please, at the end of the song, fade out with a news that might get Christopher fired in some fun way. But I want that to be the end of the song. I don't want repeating verses or choruses. I want it one time, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And it gives you like a full fucking fledged song every time.
Gotcha.
But man, it's pretty funny.
Right.
Buckle up.
Are we ready?
A little more metal for you, John Mark.
Okay, let's give a listen here. Wow.
I like it.
Oh, I'm on team this.
Get that video sound.
Can you get a little closer? Turn it up.
Oh, you're not hearing it?
There you go. There you go.
That's a fucking winner. I like it.
Oh boy, the funny thing is, I should be so offended, but I'd like this because it's my song. Like I wrote it, and hearing it do its own version of it is kind of fucking satisfying. Yeah. Sure. I think you need to do a country song at some point, and we got to work our way to a rap.
I was just gonna type in King Gizzard and the Wizard Gizzard.
Oh boy, that might ruffle John Mark's feathers. Oh, we're losing you, Chris.
Dark horse.
Yeah. Okay.
Chris, are you there?
Hello?
Yep, sounds like you're back. We lost you in the ether for a minute.
Oh, sweet. Those fucking shows. All right. Question 1, guys. It turns out this service will be shutting down this month, closing the door on something we were all at least aware of at one point. Many of us use this pretty regularly. I'm surprised it's still a thing, to be frank. But what service closes its doors this month forever, but shan't be forgotten? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I was like, did I just fucking read that to no one? All right, okay.
Practice.
What's shutting down, guys? Is it A, AskJeeves.com?
Well, that's a
Finally getting rid of
flashback.
the...
I don't think I ever used that. Do you guys?
No.
Oh, I used to Ask Jeeves, sure. I asked Jeeves lots of shit.
Yes, you see, the porn you seek is butthole-related porn. And you
I believe what you're looking for is called gaping. Would you like me to show you some videos?
I'm starting to regret not using this. Shall I serve you up a warm dish of gape? Ask Jeeves about porn.
Stop going to my internet history browser. All right. Is it B, Blockbuster DVD by mail program?
No way that was still happening.
That can't be going on.
No fucking way.
Fucking A, man. It only gets worse. Is it C, Napster, the file sharing service?
Okay. Well, I know the company's still around because they bought out Rhapsody, which is my favorite music streaming service, but I finally had to leave them because they just got too shitty.
Bummer. Or is it D, America Online Dial-Up Internet?
Welcome.
You've got porn.
You've got porn. You've got gape. Do you remember when you could do customized welcomes and there's like celebrities? I remember I had David Letterman as one.
Snoop Dogg.
Like, welcome. Hang on to your wigs and keys. Oh, what was Snoop Dogg? Wow. Do you remember?
No.
God, that seems so old-timey. You can have celebrities welcome you to America Online. You have 17 remaining porn minutes.
I think you missed my... would use a triple W.
Oh. I wish you would triple dub. You.
Again, one of these things is shutting down. Fucking finally. Is it AskJeeves.com, Blockbuster's mail DVD program, Napster's file sharing service, or America Online dial-up internet? Ronster.
Well, I know that AOL, like Leah still has one of her original AOL emails, and I guess
I do too.
You can sell them, or at least you could. At one point, they were considered valuable because people wanted. Like
what?
Christopher F. Hart at AOL.com would be a desirable thing.
Yeah.
So I know AOL still in business, at least to some degree. I know Napster has been in business. I'm going to go with AOL. Although I'm between AOL and Napster, but I'll go with AOL. Because I bet dial-up was still a thing up until recently.
God, was it? Oh.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. Because you can't get high speed everywhere. You can't get... Well, I guess if you can get telephone, you could get... What was it? DSL? Was that...
Yeah.
What was between... Remember how fast DSL felt once you moved from like dial-up to that?
Oh, it was...
I had DSL, and I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, until I got cable internet.
We couldn't possibly understand where things would go. I'm going to go with AOL.
Okay. John
I want to hear that noise, though.
I'm thinking AOL 2. Also.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Lyle. Makes me feel more
I'm thinking, for whatever reason,
Ask Jeeves.
You he?
I still find gape just fine.
So is it that you haven't come yet, or are you ready to come again? Because, good Pete, don't you work? Who asked Jeeves? Who asked Jeeves? At some point, it's like, I've had enough.
Well, I was going to say, like, I might be the only one here that has a landline in his house.
Yeah. I don't have one.
You are at that.
And it's only because it's tied into my fiber. You know what I mean? It's like $5
Oh,
to have a landline in my house, my fiber.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's like for $5. Why not have a landline?
Yeah,
but I could see how they've been trying to fade out dial-up for a long time. So I would think that would be it. But for whatever reason, I want to think Napster is probably going to go bye-bye because it seems like Napster to me is so outdated. It's like a cassette tape, you know, in the digital world.
Yeah.
It just seems like it should be on its way out if it's not.
Sure should.
Napster.
Yeah, I think it's one of those two.
Question 2. Once this, I fucking love this. God, this is a good fucking question. Okay.
I'm the best.
God, I'm so smart.
Just ask Jeeves.
Clever.
It's true. He is the best. I mean, he.
Fuck, I want Jeeves specs.
We now more than ever we need a sophisticated, somewhat snobby butler doing our internet bidding.
Yeah, can I get that with that AI fancy? You know what? Since we did the episode on AI, I've been using AI so fucking much, Ron.
Well, we got an AI thing coming up next episode. I'm excited to get in.
I haven't. I need to dive into it. I've been diving into weird shit like guitars and stuff.
Yeah,
but I think I need a new little hobby.
Yeah, you like
it's fascinating.
Resist the hive.
It's weird though. I mean, it's the future. It sucks. Like I'm very concerned about.
That's how you use
10
it.
years from now.
Oh, but anyways, no question. We'll talk later.
Once this famous musician heard a song on the radio and turned to their bandmate and said, "Fuck, this song is great. We should cover it." The person in question was so fucking drugged out of their mind that they were shocked when their bandmate turned to them and said, "This is us, you fucking dumb shit."
I think you did this one before.
Yeah, did you do this one before? I
think so.
There's something familiar about it.
Really familiar.
But I don't know.
I don't know if we saw the story. Well, let's go through the answers. Let's see if we know it.
I don't remember doing this before. But
I remember the setup, but I don't know if I remember the answer.
Okay. Well, now...
Well, let's see if we all know it.
Well, what do you think it is? Who do you think it is then?
Well, how about this?
Well, I don't know. I just
that's a good way to do it. For some reason, I was thinking Aerosmith.
Rock band. Aerosmith, or maybe like a rock band, like a.
I'm going to do an alternate question because now I think it was Steven Tyler.
Was it Aerosmith? Okay. Well, I don't know if you did that or if we just saw it. It's hard to know.
Yeah,
hard to know.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
I'm going to go with Aerosmith.
Email us.
And you're going to give me the point.
Sounds familiar.
It was Eddie Money. That's so stupid.
Eddie Money.
All right, I'm going to do an alternate question because I had two prepared. I'm assuming we're going to only do one podcast at this point.
I think we got two.
Fuck. Well,
I got a game though. We can do one of my stupid little games if we need.
Okay.
Or just a short trivia, as I was about to say. Well, go ask AI to write one for you.
Yeah,
do it in 2 seconds.
Jeeves!
Yes. So you see, is it Eddie Money? Oh, I need a question. Yes. Sure.
I'm just going to go ahead, instead of diving into my next one, I'll go ahead and give you all a point.
Okay.
Call it the gift of the house fucking up.
That's fair.
So, Ron, John Mark, well, perfect. Okay. All right, question 3.
Oh, but see, I wish we would have done it where we let everybody answer because they might not have got it right. Would you guys have guessed Aerosmith?
I literally had no idea.
Here, I'll tell you the other ones I
fucked it up by spitting it out.
Meatloaf, David Bowie, David Lee Roth, or Steven Tyler?
I would have gone with Tyler or Roth.
Yeah, I think I still would have. Because
I think you guys would have got it.
Yeah.
No, fuck. All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
question 3. People who engage in this habit have been shown to have links to 2.6 times higher risk of cirrhosis of the liver and similar increased risks of gangrene and death of body tissue.
Oh, you already did this one.
No,
I'm kidding.
You fucking cunt.
That's fair. That is fair. Sorry. Go ahead.
Weak.
Steven Tyler.
Go back to my metal song. Bullshit.
Square shit in nature.
Okay, people who engage in this habit have been shown to have links to 2.6 times higher risk of cirrhosis of the liver and gangrene. Is it A, having an ill... One more time.
Got it.
Is it A? Make me sound good, Ron. Edit that.
Sure. Smart things in nature.
Is it A, having an irregular or extremely late bedtime?
Yep.
Is it B, biting your nails?
Huh. Okay.
Is it C, infrequently washing your bed sheets?
I can't believe how infrequently most people wash their sheets. I'm a every Sunday kind of guy, except my dryer's broken now, so I'm a little behind. But
you go once a week?
Every Sunday, yeah.
Every Sunday, yeah.
Nice.
I do laundry every Sunday, but
what about you guys?
Sheets, not every other week.
I'm like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot in my bed these days.
That's crazy. John Mark, what about you? Once a year?
What's that?
How often do you wash your sheets? Your bedding?
Oh, every week or two.
Okay. Well, we're all pretty good there. All right. Sorry.
Okay. Or is it D? Wiping back to front or not wiping at all?
Okay. Well, there's the brown herring. that the heavy metal song warned us about.
You always just disrespect my fucking Google News alerts, Ron. You always do.
All right. Give us a rundown of those answers again.
Okay. Again, people who engage in this habit have been shown to have links to higher risks of cirrhosis of the liver and gangrene. Is it A, having irregular or extremely late bedtime, biting nails, infrequently washing your bedding, or wiping back to front, or not wiping at all in some cases?
Boy, this is tough because I want to go with irregular bedtime because that causes so many health issues. But the fingernail thing is interesting because we were just talking about accidentally swallowing sharp shit. And one of the ways that can fuck you up is through like sepsis. Like if you tear something in your, your intestines, that can lead to sepsis, which can cause gangrene and things like that. And sepsis can shut down any of your organs, certainly your liver. So there's kind of an extended version of that. But then there's also the unkemptness of the fecal scenario. Oh, man, I really want to go with the fingernails, but I think I'm going to stick with sleep because that is, as far as health is concerned, not having regular and quality sleep is proven to be pretty gnarly. I'll just go with that.
Sleep, okay. Not going with the brown herring.
If it's wiping back to front, then I'm safe.
John Mark.
I'm gonna go with the fingernails, I think.
Interesting.
Did I talk you into it?
Okay.
No.
I mean, what else could it be except that you swallow them?
The two things in common that you have going on there is the fecal matter, and
literally
people that eat their fingernails and stuff. What do you think's underneath your fingernails? Just nasty, gross stuff.
It's true.
So I'm gonna go with fingernails, man.
Well, I hadn't thought about that, man.
Yeah,
it can be nasty under there. They're not
and
always
the people
easy
that
to
eat
clean.
their toenails, man, you need to go see the doctor.
Oh, those people are insane. those are demons.
All right, Lyle, what are you going with?
Oh, I said toenails.
Fingernail.
Fingernail. Sorry. Toenails too.
All right, question 4. Oh, this is great. Oh, God, I'm so good at this. All right.
Didn't quite so.
Thank you, Jeeves.
I was going to have Jeeves be your wingman from here on out.
That'd be great.
You've got this, Muhi.
Jeeves, I really want to go talk to that girl, but she seems so unapproachable.
Poppycock.
Okay.
You put the cock in poppycock. You're right. I'm going home.
Finding bestiality porn.
Walk strong and respect yourself, young man.
You don't need her. You have me, Muhi. Let's go home and watch Gape.
Let's go home and watch your gay porn.
Please have the image of this fucking episode be the Ask Jeeves logo with the bubble that says, "Please, let's go home and watch Gape." Home is where the Gape is.
Jeeves, show me Gape. I thought you'd never ask, sir.
Finally, we can share everything. Okay.
Oh.
You're going to like this one. This actor was almost cast as the lead in the movie Predator 2, which went to Danny Glover. Now, have you guys seen Predator 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Same. And I remember not liking it much as a kid, but I guess as an adult, it's a more enjoyable flick.
I remember everyone, when we were kids, we all thought, oh, it blows the first one away.
Really?
That didn't stick with me as I got older, but I think that in a similar way where like Alien versus Aliens was more of that Hollywood kind of big budget action movie more than, not that the first Predator wasn't an action movie, but compared to the second one, it was just like, I don't know. We thought it was bigger and more exciting because it was in the city. I remember it being more violent as a kid, but yeah.
I think I only watched it one time, like when it came out, or when it came out on video or something. I don't know. I think I need to watch that again.
I do too. It's definitely in my wheelhouse now, especially with all this other great Predator shit hitting us. But anyways, this actor was almost cast as the lead in Predator 2, but was ultimately passed over by director Stephen Hopkins, who found him to be unusual and twisted. Hopkins said the meeting with him was one of the craziest afternoons of his life, full of guns and bone-crushing handshakes. Who was it that almost was in Predator 2?
Okay.
Was it A, Mickey Rourke?
Mickey Rourke. All right.
Was it B, Gary Busey?
I could see that.
Yeah, that was his era.
Was it C, Steven Seagal?
Okay.
The groans. It's like Marge Simpson when she disapproves of something.
You can tell that it's wounded by the way it's bleeding. It's glowing green blood over there. It's not the best. It doesn't sound like him, but that's his pacing. It's like for whatever reason, it takes him like.
Well, you got to squint. You got to squint your eyes.
Well, I'm straining so hard, I have a headache now. I'm like, well, it's just right over there.
Yeah,
that is half the impression.
Or
well, I just hated Steven Seagal because I used to get called Steven Seagal all the time because when I had my long hair, I'd pin it back in a ponytail like that all the time.
Real quick.
Oh, look, Steven Seagal.
Real quick, give us your best Steven Seagal impersonation, though.
I ain't got one.
Oh, I just want you to say Steven Seagal. All right, where are we at? Steven Seagal.
Or is it D? Where's the D? Nick Nolte.
How about I do Morgan Freeman? That's Steven Seagal.
There you go.
Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal.
Oh, that's good. A little twist.
All right.
Okay.
You want him again?
That is a motley bunch. Yeah, I think I might have missed one or forgotten one.
Mickey Rourke, Gary Busey, Seagal, or Nick Nolte.
And the reason was because he was weird and it was a bunch of heavy handshakes and guns.
Yeah,
crushing handshakes and guns. God, I'm gonna pull it out of my ass. Gary Busey. I'm trying to think of who I saw more at that era, and I feel like Busey was popping up and. You don't get much weirder than him, although Seagal is a fucking weirdo. Yeah, I'll go with Busey.
He's a lot of shit, too.
Okay, John Mark.
I don't know.
Fair.
I'm going to go with Mickey Rourke.
Okay. Lyle.
Gary Busey.
All right, let's go over the answers here, see how we did.
I can go to your mom and start a small fire in her panties. My favorite Gary Busey line of all time.
I watched an interview with him with somebody, and he's like, just psychotic. It was funny. He was doing a video in his backyard, and the guy comes up and he's like, well, no, since you're in my backyard, I want you to do it like this and blah, blah, blah. Just weird. I mean, he's just like
scary. Scary Busey. All right, let's see what we got here.
All right, it turns out this service will be shutting down this month, closing the door on something we all probably used at one point. Have a moment of silence for America Online Dial-Up Internet because it's going, baby.
Oh boy, how are we gonna get by? Does that mean we still have Ask Jeeves?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Let me look at
I think I thought that shut down a while back.
Jeeves.com. Oh, it's fucking there, man.
Oh, baby.
That's what I'm searching for.
Gape.
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
It's still there.
That makes me laugh. There's his face. I was doing the voice better than I remembered. M-U-He. Yes, quite. You're going to hell.
All right, so Ron and John Mark's picking up a point apiece here early on. Question 2 was a gimme, as it was a question I allegedly did in the past. Steven Tyler once was listening to the radio and with his bandmates and was just grooving on the song. He turned to them and said, "We should fucking cover this." And they're like, "This is fucking us."
I don't think you brought this. I think that this was like a meme that was making its rounds or something recently. But
perhaps
the audience will tell us. Did Chris do this before? They might not remember any better than we do.
I do. I remember.
Well, y'all get that point. I save all of them. I can go back and fucking look. I'll just search Steven Tyler. He comes up a lot, strangely though.
I don't know if you noticed, but when you pull up Ask Jeeves and do an image search, the first story was from Mental Floss, and the headline is "Why Everyone Stopped Asking Jeeves."
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
maybe Jeeves was judging.
That's funny. Question 3. People who engage in this habit have been shown to have links to 2.6 times higher risk of cirrhosis of the liver and similar increased risks of gangrene and other death of body tissue disease. The answer was having an irregular or extremely late bedtime. Ron was onto something there. Giving him a slight lead over John Mark with 3 points, as he's gotten everyone correct, I believe, including the gimme. Boy,
with my drinking and lack of sleep.
Yes,
I am asking Jeeves for it, if you know what I'm saying. TikTok you hear.
This actor was almost cast in the lead as the lead in Predator 2, but was ultimately passed over by the director, who found him to be an unusual and twisted individual. Said their meeting was one of the craziest afternoons of his life, full of guns and bone-crushing handshakes. We're talking about Steven Seagal.
Oh, man. Doesn't that sound exactly like Gary Busey, though? That was a good...
Totally. Yeah, thank you.
That was a good red herring there. Crazy hair.
So, Ronster, coming away with the victory tonight. Well done.
Oh, nice. Well, I don't want to be right on that because, I don't sleep regularly.
Almost makes up for chomping on a staple, huh?
Almost. Yeah. It's going full circle. Let me ask Jeeves what I'm in store for. Yes, I'm using 911 is your friend. Yeah, quite so.
I believe it's called a mouth gape.
Oh, no.
There are 2 types of gape, you hear. One Christopher F. Hart would dial up.
And this.
Sometimes they use a melon.
Canned food staple gape. Otherwise known as a gaple in the industry. And quite so. And now Jeeves has to go to sleep to avoid cirrhosis.
I saw Gapel open up for Striper in '88. Ooh,
Gapel.
Also, Striper, give me some fucking credit.
Well, Striper, that was a deep pull.
Yellow and black.
I had the
yellow and black suits.
I had to unfollow Michael Sweet, the singer for Striper, on Facebook for a bunch of political bullshit that I didn't agree with and didn't want to see. And it's like, why was I even seeing him to begin with? It's like I wasn't following. Like, who decides what Facebook fucking shows us? It's so bizarre.
Hey, well, it's an algorithm.
To hell with the devil. That's what I say. All right. I get
not shot at the devil.
You know, my parents wouldn't let me listen to Striper because they thought, even though they were literally a Christian rock band with Bible verses on their fucking album covers and shit, they didn't like that phrase "to hell with the devil." I was like, but you understand what it's saying, and it even had the Bible verse, which I don't remember if it's from like Revelation or something, but it's like, after this period, the devil will be cast into, or maybe there was about the devil being cast into hell. I don't know. I was like, it's like the biblical. Nah, we don't like the wording. Sounds like cussing. That's how strict and repressed of a house I grew up in.
Dude, I remember.
Couldn't listen to Striper. Well, Lyle knows all about it.
I remember.
Well, should we get on out of here and try to have a better week than we had?
Yeah.
No Staples, maybe some Gaples. Can't know. Gonna ask some Jeeves. And I think next week we'll be talking a little bit about AI. I've got a few things to say, and maybe even a game that I came up with based on AI. But until then, stay safe out there, everybody. It's a kooky time. De-escalate, deep breaths. Don't get into road rage with anybody. Everyone is sort of at high alert right now. Just be safe, be smart, and we'll get through it eventually. Whatever it is. Until then, next week, we'll be talking about 9/11.
What is it?
A nice,
what is it?
relaxing topic that we can all agree on. All right. Good night, y'all.
Night, guys.
Bye.
Nate.
Good night, Muhi. And now scrolling up Gape for one Christopher F. Hart. Is this to your liking? I imagine him like opening a like there's an animation where he's got the butler platter with the silver dome on top. Just releases it. And there's like 6 videos to choose from.
All my browser's flat of it. Your usual, my lord.
On that subscription.
I would make him call me, Lord.
Man, I think we are giving them a genius idea. You tie Jeeves with AI, Ask Jeeves AI, and he's an animated AI bot. But if whatever you ask comes out of the fucking dome as he lifts it up, the silver dome. Your usual?
Would you like to sign in as Ass Pumper 69?
Oh, man, I want to see it. All right, y'all. Tune in next week.
Oh, we all.
Night.
Nate.
Welcome.
You've got Gape.